Their Path of Exile PS4 stream. Tonight we're doing our Friday night stream. It's going to do a little bit of mapping. Running the Ivory Temple first, just kind of hoping to get the map I need to go ahead and fulfill the first portion of my Shaper mission. And once we load here in the map, I can actually kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about here and how this map should help me progress. So if you look on the atlas here, Ivory Temple's down here in the bottom corner, and we're trying to gather the lookout map. So the lookout map will be the highest probability map that we can get from this map, simply because it is directly connected to the map, and it's one that we haven't actually gotten yet. So that should boost the probability of getting it. A Barrows map would be the next highest probable map that we can potentially get. But hopefully with that lookout map, and then we can run our first Shaper map of this league. Looks like we only got one way that we can actually go here. Hopefully we can have some of the drop luck that we had in the last stream. Wednesday, I had done kind of a community play stream where I played with members in the community, and we had a couple of Exalted Orbs drop, we had a Tabula Rasa drop. It was a good night. It was a really good night for drops. It was a lot of fun. We streamed for quite a while. Tonight's stream may be a bit shorter, just because I do want to do something a little different later tonight. I'm a big Switch fan as well, and Super Mario Maker 2 actually dropped. How's it going? So I'm going to identify this just to make sure. So it's just going to explode when we interact with it, which is fine. The biggest thing I check for is to make sure when I open these strong boxes that they don't freeze me into place. It's the one that most builds can't overcome. Yeah, we didn't get anything good from that anyways. From the couple items I upgraded after the last stream, I've actually felt it in my build already. Clear times are a bit better. My health is a little bit higher. My resists are still maxed out, so I mean that's the goal. Some gradual stat increases while maintaining your resists. A bit of lag there. Ivory Temple, I don't believe that's what we were looking for. Yeah, I typically carry flasks that remove freezing, bleeding, poison. Those are the three things that drive me nuts. And being ignited is not a huge deal. Being shocked, I don't think is as big of a deal either, but yeah, being frozen, not being able to attack at all, and just constantly getting hit by stuff is the worst. Poison, bleeding are, pretty detrimental for the same reason, just the continuous damage that you're taking. With this build though, because I'm leeching so much, as long as I have enemies near me, bleeding and poison aren't as big of a deal. One thing that's kind of unfortunate is after looking back at the last stream, I realized that some of my deaths actually were directly correlated with the lag in the game right now, which unfortunately gets worse as you actually party up with others. Granted, with the loot that I got, it was totally worth losing a little bit of XP for. Plus, when you team up with others, you get a nice experience boost also. So all in all, it's definitely a worthwhile experience. It was a lot of fun in general. That's the biggest thing we're looking for, is to just have fun. Say, I better give us a trove. It didn't take us that long to clear everything out there. Yeah, nothing all that great though. Can use these for chaos recipes. Just need to pick that up. Chromatic orb. Alright, so we can actually probably activate this monolith now. Definitely has gotten easier to get a few rewards in these monoliths later on too, just because of the higher damage output. 4 chromatics, that's alright. Definitely have to start stacking more and more of those splinters. Speak of the devil. I'll regret that's not a bad drop either. The one reason it'll be nice to have an orb, well, a few orbs to regret with this character, I still have some respec points, but I do still want to continue to experiment with my passive tree with this character, so that'll give me a little bit more leeway. Although I am pretty content with where my tree is so far, especially since my next group of sword nodes, I'll actually have to hit some more life nodes in order to get. And then after that, it'll likely be just a lot of jewel slots, because I have I want to say at least a good 3 that are right within range to where I just have to pick up one other node max in order to get those. My build's already looking quite a bit different than it did on Path of Building. In the upcoming week or so, I'll probably be just uploading a video based off of kind of where the build has went compared to where it was when I first started. Oh, this is actually where we first started the map. I just backtracked all the way. Just because there is quite a big difference in this build now from where I had kind of theory crafted it at the beginning. I may still end up adding some impale nodes. I don't know, the bleeding nodes were kind of nice, but at the same time, like, I'm looking to do more upfront damage as opposed to damage over time. You know, stacking that bleed can still, you know, that damage over time can, you know, speed along and still potentially be, you know, really close to being instant damage, but I still preferred to pick up some nodes that boosted the weapon type that I was using, just to get more base damage as opposed to stacking all that bleed. Let's pop our onslaught flask. Some nice face tanking right there. So we got 2 chaos orbs.
I believe in traveling light.
Solid divination card. Let's see. That sucks. The only map we got was another ivory temple. I'll sacrifice the one. Chromatic orb. What's that jewel I just picked up? I did not need that. Alright. So that's that map. Unfortunately, we didn't get the map we were looking for. I could just check the trade market too, see what it's going for on there. Save some time that way. Everything's kind of split up in an odd way here. This will be a good opportunity to show everyone who potentially hasn't seen it before how I set up for Chaos Orbs. Because if you trade in one of each equipable item slot into the vendors and you don't identify them, you can get yourself 2 Chaos Orbs. This is probably one of the better ways to do it. Obviously they'll still drop at random, you know, you can still get some through the trade market too. But, I mean, this is more of a guarantee. Oh crap, that's actually a chromatic item too, so I can't use that for that. They do all have to be gold items, so keep that in mind. So this one, I'm actually really close. I have a helmet, chest piece, gloves, boots, belt, 2 rings. I just need an amulet, and then 2 of these one-handed weapons, and that one will be all set for a recipe. I don't even know... Where did that even come from? I must have accidentally picked that up. So let's see. So I needed the lookout map. Let's go ahead and see if there's a cheap one on the trade market that we can pick up. Maps will be under other. Lookout map. There should be cheap, but it's only a tier 2. Hey Fearless, what's up? Chaos is a little steep for a tier 2. 3 Cartographer's Chisel is definitely steep. 1 Orb of Fusing, that's not too bad. That's pretty reasonable. It's still a bit much, but... hoping that someone would just... There's an Orb of Alchemy, so that's not bad. I was kind of hoping someone would just be asking for like an Orb of Chance. Probably just go with an Orb of Fusing. Reason being, it's just easier to get Orbs of Fusing. Because you can get them from Jeweler's Orbs, which, you know, if you find a 6 socket item, you know, that's 7 Jeweler's Orbs right there, which is really close to giving you, 2 Orbs of Fusing just off of 1 item drop. Alchemy Orbs are a bit more difficult to come across just because you actually have to collect those shards of alchemy, which you only get those from selling items to vendors that have specific modifiers on them. So 2 Jeweler, that's probably the cheapest one I've seen so far. We'll just go ahead with that. Oh, getting your 6 link, huh? So we can go back to the trade market. And hopefully this guy will take this offer since that's his asking price. Yeah, it may take a little bit to get, but it'll be worth it. So in the meantime, while we wait for that guy's offer, let's go ahead and see if we can get any extra map bonuses for anything we currently have. Looks like a lot of the masters are in tier 2 maps right now. We got John, Alva, Nico, and then there's our Shaper map that we're trying to get to. So Arachnid Tomb, we don't have the bonus for that. Same with the Mausoleum. Mausoleum has Einhar, so we can potentially get some good crafting recipes there. That's not bad. That's not a bad rate. About 1 every 10 minutes. So hopefully by the time we're done running Arachnid Tube, we'll have a response on the map that we put a bid on for. We offered exactly what they asked for. I mean, it's just a map. It's not like they're sitting on gold. Normally I won't purchase maps off the trade market, but for the sake of trying to just hurry things along a bit for the stream, and just kind of run a shaper map on the stream. See, I've never really used desert for farming, but definitely never opposed to trying new things.
Still sane, Exile.
Well, let's see what maps we can run here. Oh, actually, let's kill all this stuff first. Did we activate a... Yeah, we must have. Holy lag. Wow, that was insane. That's like a flip book. Oh, it's because we had a shrine. That was probably the worst lag I've seen so far this season. That was really bad. And I think it's gone. I think we missed out on that one. Which is fine. We didn't die. That was my biggest concern there. Because that got super oh no, there's our trove right there. Oh, we got a unique. These gauntlets. So let's go ahead and run our bonus map here. Mapception, our map within a map. Just for loot's sake. Point blank, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and activate that.
Also, this connection appears to be inherently unstable, so I'm not sure how long I can keep it open.
So I have to hit stones to keep it active. In the city square. I'd prefer a challenge where we keep killing enemies to lengthen our time, but this'll do. So we actually have to find one of these stones. Here we go. Nice little extra time. Yeah, these necessarily aren't my my favorite challenges to get with these maps from her, but they're not bad. As long as you have your overhead map pulled up, you can hit those little red targets. Those little red targets will actually always show you some sort of objective for your mission, whether it's the enemies you're supposed to kill or the stones you can hit to lengthen the amount of time. So just something to keep in mind if you ever get stuck on one of these maps. It should help you actually get through it. dead end there. Mob density's pretty nice though. We're actually getting some essences from this map too. Probably one or two more, I'm guessing. Level up. That's all blocked off. It's gotta be up here in the northeast corner. Oh no, it's blocked off too. That's weird. We must have finished. We either finished or failed there, and I just kind of missed it. Too focused on where I was going. Oh, another Chaos Orb. We've had 3 already tonight. That's not bad at all. Take this guy out. I think we'll port back out. Yep, so she has that exclamation point above her head, so we actually completed
Every successful expedition buys us a little.
Decoration level 5. So you get up to 80 completed maps on our atlas to up her decoration level. And I mean, decoration levels are cool and all. I don't know, I don't really care too much about having decorations in my hideout. Did not mean to pick that up. I feel like I'm seeing way too many just plain items. What loot filter do I have on? I thought I had it on semi-strict. I do. I know they edited the loot filter recently, but it seems like I'm running into a lot more garbage than I used to. They may have just upped the item base drops. Or, well, removed some of the contingencies for those showing up. Contains identified items. Freezes you when activated. Yeah, and I don't think I actually have a... Let's see, poison, movements... I've got 2 poison. That's right, I need to swap that out. I picked up this flask. What does... No. I just haven't found very many flasks on this playthrough. What I've seen, I could have missed it too, but I haven't seen us actually get a notification yet on whether our offer was accepted on that map. I'd like to run a Shaper map just because it's something I haven't really covered a lot on streams. Boots, let's pick all this stuff up. We've had a few maps drop already tonight, but unfortunately none of the ones I actually need. Pop all our currency in. Oh yeah, for sure. Gonna see if I can get the map I need here quick. Because I'd like to ideally just run one shaper map quick. Just to kind of give anyone who may not have seen one yet an idea of what they're in for. I mean, it's not anything difficult. Basically just respawns the final boss, at least the first few times you run into him. Let's double check. Yeah, no response yet. I don't think I picked up a lookout map. Yeah, I'm trying to run the lookout, just a tier 2. Yeah, I haven't gotten one yet. Well, actually, I think Ivory Temple's what we were running to try and get to it too. Yeah, if we had a third one, we could potentially... You can use the same crafting recipe that you use for flasks, where if you give them 3 of the same flask, it upgrades your flask to the next level. You can do the same thing with maps, and it'll give you a higher level or a higher tier map that's adjacent. So if we would have had a third Ivory Temple map, we could potentially get that map that we needed. Otherwise, the next most efficient way of getting it's just actually running the maps. I don't want to use a chisel this early either. Use an Orb of Chance. Maybe we can upgrade this to a rare and get lucky. Oh, very nice. Elemental resistance, that's fine. Just as long as it's not stopping me from regenning mana, we're good. And we're good. So I'll run this on gold. It'll have increased quality. It'll have more monsters, more drops. So it should up our chances of getting the map that we need. That Orb of Chance is actually pretty lucky. I wasn't expecting to actually get a rare map. I thought I'd just get another blue, because, I mean, most commonly you're going to get blues. Yeah, I mean, I try to cover all my bases, like even just on the streams. Of just information on what I'm doing. I know for some people it's repetitive, who've actually, like, you know, gone through and watched all the videos, seen all the streams. But I know, like, a lot of people have just seen a video here and there, just kind of pop into the streams to hang out and stuff, so, yeah, I try and throw the information out there multiple times, just so, you know, just in case anyone hasn't caught it in the past, they can still learn something in the process. Don't expect everyone to go through and watch every video I have on YouTube. At this point, you could probably dedicate a day to it and still not be able to watch all of them. I actually managed to put quite a bit of stuff up at this point, which is cool because the game's only been out for, you know, like 3 months now, maybe. Got to be getting close to 3 months. Hey, what's up, Tech? Well, I'm not hitting anything. So if you run into that with Cyclone, at least from what I've found so far, like when you're trying to hit with Cyclone, it's not detecting anything, and you're just swinging and missing. I'll just stop casting Cyclone, move around a bit, and try and recast. Another reason why you want a decent amount of health. We're getting a lot of Chaos Orbs dropping tonight. This is kind of nice. But I think that's the easiest way to get to start casting again. Like I was about to say, it's It's definitely one of the reasons why you want enough health to be able to survive without your leech at least for a couple of seconds, so if that does happen, you can still sustain your health. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this build. Oh, we just got that guy. Cyclone works super well with leech. Which is why the Slayer works so well with it. It's nothing I need. I'll have to check those modifiers because I might actually be able to get some alchemy shards from that. So I do have a trial of ascendancy here, which is good. I just want to check something quick. Did I ever do... I still have a lab to do. And it doesn't surprise me to hear that console players who have a decent PC are switching over to PCs, because I mean you can get the same game experience except much more optimized. Like, I can't really speak for what PC is like now, but I know when I used to play on PC, like, I had never had a disconnect. Lag issues were... I honestly don't even remember ever lagging. I just really hope they're working on optimizing the game, because I would just really like to see it running really well before the 4.0 patch comes out. Which, I mean, the 4.0 patch isn't going to be anytime soon. So right there, our Cyclone wasn't hitting anything. What they're saying is they think the 4.0 patch will probably release around the same time that Blizzard releases Diablo 4. Piercing Truth, have I done that one? No. I prefer playing on console just because, I mean, I'm a console gamer at heart. I've always preferred playing on console, even though I do have a pretty decent PC. I don't know, like, most of my friends don't have gaming PCs, and yeah, I kind of enjoy playing from, you know, my couch or a chair. Just relaxing a bit more when I play. And since I'm so accustomed to playing on a console, you know, it takes a little while to kind of get your hand used to actually using keyboard and mouse again. Especially if you're playing a shooter. Like, the one shooter I don't have on console that I only play on PC is Overwatch. And, like, if I, like, go back and play Overwatch, I don't play very often, but when I do, like, my first, like, 5 or 6 games, like, I'm awful. Just god-awful. Feel terrible for anyone who's on my team. Good enemies. Get my health back up. I've just always been much better with aiming with a controller than a keyboard and mouse. There's even some games on PC that if I do decide to go back and play, I'll actually use the controller. Like, if I play Left 4 Dead on PC, I'll actually still use a controller. People call me crazy, but I still do fine, actually. I don't feel like it puts me at a disadvantage just because it's how I'm comfortable. I'm gonna run out of health vials here again if I'm not careful. Like I just did. Damn. I'm gonna die here. Yep. Called that one. That's the one bad thing about not having any regular health regen. These Trials of Ascendancy are actually kind of a pain. Probably should have turned off the overhead map for that, and I'd have actually seen like where the spikes were coming from. Oh yikes. I could have sworn that one had just come up. Use those to my advantage. So the thing is with these trials, you get hit by these traps, and you don't have a way to regain your health because there's not really many enemies around to actually hit, leech off of. Let's see, I should be able to, yeah, I can just head up here. I don't really remember the layouts of these either. Yeah, this is just my theory anyways, but I think your comfort with which you prefer using when it comes to either mouse, keyboard, or controller, I think it's just strictly off of what you played with when you were younger. And like, I didn't actually have a computer until I was in middle school, so I just grew really accustomed to playing on console, because like I had a PlayStation 1, like I played Super Nintendo and Nintendo and a little bit of N64 when I was a kid. Even though the N64 controller, looking back on it, it's a super weird controller. I do have a retro console that I built, which I've considered like going back and playing some of the original Diablo on. God, I hate these spikes. It's a super random drop from the barrel. One health orb left. So I be kind of smart about this here. Lift. That went alright, actually. Sucks. Don't think I hit that crank in time. Sure didn't. It's gonna die a second time here. Yep. That sucks. Yeah, so when you don't actually have any health regen, these actually become a bit of a challenge. Fortunately, like, I leveled right before I came in here, so these deaths don't really mean a whole hell of a lot to me right now. Didn't have much XP to start off with coming in here. It's more annoying to have to come back and, like, go all the way back through this labyrinth more so than anything else. It doesn't really give me anything for health. Oh, really? I need to turn the overhead map off. I can't see the floor spikes. Yeah, they were pretty forgiving when it comes to that with the Trials of Ascendancy and maps. That actually went alright. Actually, I need to go up. So not used to following the mini-map. I'm always using the overhead. But with the lighting in here, it's really difficult to see with the overhead map. I almost walked right in all those. I think I actually just went the wrong way too. Totally did. I didn't need to go over here at all. That one alright. Yeah, I totally missed this doorway. So this one's kind of a pain. Like seriously, it's just unnecessary. Those spikes are just firing in that last area non-stop. No mercy. He just poked me in the eye. Captain Insano shows no mercy. Up. So this is a perfect example of how not to run a Trial of Ascendancy. Oh, and then we get it like it's nothing. Yeah, I just didn't play that out very well. But it's done now at least.
Belief is the strongest metal of them all.
Come on. Right stick looting seems a bit more wonky than it used to be too. And like, as much as I appreciate the fact that they fixed the whole hitting X to pick up items when you have a skill equipped to it, it's still kind of dumb that it's still triggering my skill every time I do that. So whenever I pick anything up, I'm still like cycloning. actually haven't even been paying attention to my map drops either to see if I actually got the map I came in here to get in the first place. I just realized I was taking so long to kill everything. Even though it doesn't count those against my portal, it still counts as a death, so I have to reset everything. I didn't even get a map in here. Let's go back. God, that was all I came in here for in the first place. Still nada. Well, that was a pointless hallway. Hopefully, some back here, maybe. There we go. Still nothing for maps. There's still more than 50 monsters remaining, but I'm assuming they're on different levels of the stairs. So just packing it and head back to our hideout. Let's see, so another one-handed weapon. I guess I was already maxed out on helmets. So at this point, all I really need to collect to get Chaos Orbs, because I don't like to over-collect, I like to just keep 4 sets of each max. Oh, I don't know why I put that in there. So that's 2 one-handeds, that's 2 one-handeds, that's 2 one-handed, so I could potentially get 1 more set of weapons, either one-handed or 2 one-handeds or 1 two-handed. 2 sets of gloves, some more belts, 1 more ring. I just need amulets. We're not finding any amulets, that's the problem. I suppose I'll say I have to identify it before it'll let me store it. And I've already got one of these. And they're essentially identical. Great. So we can actually identify this. That's kind of meh. Though we can sell all this crap off at least. I must pick that up by mistake. Alright, let's go back to the trade market. Yeah, still nothing for that lookout map. Apparently they don't want those 2 jeweler's orbs that bad. So I doubt they're doing something to where... Jeez, 17 pages. Alright, let's just get one here. That guy's asking for 2 jeweler's orbs. So... hopefully he'll respond quicker than this guy. I think I have it set to where I only see people who are online, which I highly recommend. Alchemy orb's a little steep. Definitely not giving chaos. Oh, they only want one fusing orb, and it's a tier 2 already. Oh wait, we were looking at jeweler's orbs, not fusing orbs. So, yeah. Cancel that one. Be nice if someone would just accept our offer so we can run this map. Two Alcorbs? Seriously? I don't understand the asking price here. I'm still waiting to see. I know someone's going to be asking for an Exalted here somewhere. Seems super uncharacteristic. I haven't found that person yet. Yeah, I mean, if you want to come run Lookout with me, we can go ahead and do that if you've got the map for it. I don't really want to make everyone sit here and watch me sift through the trade market. Let's see, I do have a passive point, though. Even though I'm the king of hoarding these things. But yeah, right now with this build, I'm going to work my way down through here. Through these sword damage nodes, just because, like, in getting there, I can grab these life nodes too. Bump my life up, bump my damage up. Which right now I'm level 77, so I could grab these three, be 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. And then once I'm to that point at level 85, my best bet might be to just go ahead and grab some of the slots where I can just get some jewels equipped. I've got one right there. It's actually... So yeah, there's a few that are relatively close. There's that one. I can use 2 orbs to get over here. Not orbs, but 2 skill points. That one, it's hard to see. Not sure if there's a connection there, so I might actually have to grab both of these to get there, but it's melee damage, so at least it's not a wasted stat. The rest of these require a little bit more work to get to. That will give me some extra strength and armor, but yeah, odds are it's finishing these nodes over here in the bottom right hand corner, grabbing some jewel slots, and then it's probably about it for my passive tree. I mean, ideally it'd be nice to get to level 100, but you never know when you're actually going to get around to being able to do that. I do have an offer in on a helmet right now too, but unfortunately the guy who I offered it, this to isn't online right now. I could potentially look at some uniques, but I mean this helmet has some really nice stats to it. I'm going to need some extra intelligence so that way I can actually level up some of my blue gems anyways. So that'll make it so I can actually take care of that. It's mainly for my curses. But I mean, on top of that, 95% increased armor, which will up the armor on that helmet to 727. Which right now I've got 68 armor on my helmet, so that'll be a really nice increase. Plus 93 to maximum life, and that's not even going to be a flat 93 because of the fact that I have all the additional percentage added on to life, so that's going to give me quite a bit of a life boost. The fire resist I have on there just to make up for the fire resist I already have, and then since I'm actually missing a suffix on this item, you know, hopefully once I get it, I can go ahead and actually craft another one on there.
I did it. I mean, we did it. The location of the temple is now clear. Remember to watch your step.
Yeah, unfortunately with my temple here too, I didn't manage to get connections all the way to the apex, but I do have a demolition lab, so I may be able to blow up some walls and actually get into there. Yeah, that's right, that had quite a bit of maximum life too, which is why I was still holding on to that. Just no armor on that, so I'm not getting any physical damage mitigation. Let's see if I can shoot you an invite here.
I'd like to keep my map device here. If
You can
allow me.
absolutely keep your map device here. Oh, I know something. I actually have not gotten a single prophecy in this game so far. Five uniques for random unique. Ambushed. So this is actually super useful. A super useful prophecy to get, because if you actually get Exiles's pyramid, that'll allow you to upgrade it to 20% quality with just one chisel, which you want that one as high as you can possibly get it. So all of these so a lot of these prophecies are actually ones we can find just about in any map. Let's see. Oh, the only one I was really looking to run was, I think it's Lookout. Yeah, Lookout map, tier 2. Yeah, I just kind of want to run one Shaper map, and once I run that, the stream's been going for about an hour, and I said I was probably only going to stream about for an hour tonight, so I just kind of wanted to end it off with a Shaper map. Just because I don't remember if I've actually run any Shaper maps in any of my videos or streams. So yeah, I figured go ahead and show everyone the Shaper, and then I'm probably going to call it a night at that point. My last stream ran for almost 3 hours, I think. Perfect, thank you. So, and you'll notice I actually upgraded all of these early maps to blue, and the entire reason for that is just so I can get the Atlas bonus for them. So, extra cold damage, that's fine. That's not what I wanted to do. I want, yeah, an Orb of Augmentation. So, if one rolls with only one mod, you can add another one to it, and Augmentation's the easiest way to do that. It'll keep the other mod. So, monsters have increased accuracy rating, and our chance to dodge is unlucky. That's fine. From what I remember, at least the way that I've built this character, I'm almost positive that the only thing that we'll struggle with is if we run into the mod where we don't regenerate mana. Even not regenerating health, I don't think it'll be an issue, because I don't think that'll actually affect our leech. Just because its direct wording isn't that it prevents leech, just regen, which are two separate things. Loud. Some drops. Nothing too crazy, but some items nonetheless. I'm gonna laugh so hard if you get another Exalted in here. So you notice all of these little like patches in the ground, like stars and everything. That's a good way to you know, realize that you're actually in a Shaper map. If you're in an Elder map, they'll actually show up as like tentacles. It must be over that way. That's a dead end over there.
Spent.
Take all these jabronis. I will say, and I should probably knock on wood, with their last patch, I actually haven't blue screened yet. So hopefully I can keep that up. Not that I have much to do with that. Plenty of lag since the last update, but at least no blue screens. Oh, and there we have a Shaper item that dropped. And if we do the same thing with Shaper items that I've been doing with items between levels 65 and 74 to get Chaos Orbs with that recipe, if you do that with Shaper items or Elder items, you'll actually get Exalted Shards, not Exalted Orbs, but Exalted Shards. I'm not hitting anything. This is really weird. Maybe I was. Nice rare jewel. I have yet to get one of the jewels from the special league content yet this league. can go into the arena. Kick the crap out of all these guys and then deal with our boss.
What's this? A little mouse running in my maze.
There's our
I
shaper.
hope you said your prayers.
Or I should say there's the shaper.
The gods do not answer us here.
Coming through and doing his thing.
Well done, little mouse.
And there we go.
But there are far
So that's all there is to a shaper map. That is literally it. Oh, nice, you got a shaper item too. Hey, what's up, Inject? So I'll typically store these in another slot too. And I already have boots. I was actually just about to jump off the stream because I was only planning on being online for about an hour tonight. Just because I had Amazon deliver Super Mario Maker 2, and I'm already ridiculously tired and don't know how long I'll even be able to play Mario for before I end up passing out. Yeah, sorry, dude. I'll possibly jump on this weekend and maybe do an extra stream this weekend, just because I haven't gotten to play with people nearly as much as I want to. Like, I've gotten to play a couple times with SBL now. Like, he got some pretty solid drops the last time we played, so yeah, if not this weekend, I'll definitely be on Monday streaming, and I plan on having a majority of these streams be like an actual community play type of ordeal, just so that way everyone's getting a little more involved. I think at this point more and more people are actually getting through the story too. So I'm hoping one of these streams will actually get like a full party going. I think that'll be a lot of fun. We'll have to see how bad it'll lag when we've got a full party going. Should be interesting. And I mean, if it lags, it lags. It's not a huge deal. A few lag deaths or whatever. I mean, at this point, like, I'm kind of just enjoying this league. I'm enjoying finally playing as a melee character, and like, you got jokes, bro. But yeah, so yeah, for anyone checking out the stream right now, definitely make sure to stop by my YouTube channel, throw a subscribe, and turn on notifications. It's the best way to see when I'm online. So if I pop on for, you know, a surprise stream, you can go ahead and catch me on there. Otherwise, you know, I do try and stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. Usually it's kind of based off of when my kid goes to sleep and, you know, if he's having a decent night or a fussy night. But for the most part, I'm usually on like around 8:30 Central Time. So you can kind of plan around that too. But yeah, definitely subscribing to the channel and being notified of when I'm coming on for streams is the best way to do it, just because I do want to kind of get in some surprise streams during the weekend when I have time. Next week, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I have a 3-day work week. So Thursday is the 4th, you know, holiday. It's going to be kind of a family day for me. But Friday, I may actually be streaming a bit during the early afternoon. So definitely, you know, have notifications on for that. Because if I do stream that day, I'll probably be streaming for a while, just because it's going to be just me hanging out at my house. So yeah, hopefully I can get in a few hours there and we can all party up next Friday early afternoon for anyone who's actually home from work. That's awesome. So like, you've probably seen, you know everything then. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out the stream. Sorry to kind of cut it short tonight. But yeah, it's been kind of a long week, and hopefully I can get another stream going this weekend to kind of make it up. But you know, power through, you guys. Be vocal in the chat for sure if you guys are through the game and actually up to mapping and want to come map with me. You know, I'm more than down to do it. I'd like to have a lot of community play streams this league, so definitely don't be shy. Hit me up if you're checking out the stream and you want to play. But yeah, you guys have a fantastic night. I will hopefully see you guys this weekend, and if not, I will see you all on Monday. So, as always, may the RNG be with you.